And I'm back with more Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. We're still dealing with Ron Delight's trial, but it went from bad, a civil case of stolen property, into a murder trial. And here I was hoping Phoenix Wright would actually do something other than murder cases for once. Anyway... You know, I'm glad we found the urn and all, but poor Delight got arrested again. Well, supposedly he was in the CEO's office when the murder occurred. No way! No way, Jose, I don't buy that. But the one who proved that Mr. Delight was there was Mr. Nick himself. At least from what I can understand. Looks like you did too good of a job this time, Nick. Yeah, well, how about we get started looking into that murder? I think I'm gonna head back to Korean Village for a little while, if that's okay. Sure, but why? I'm gonna bring the sacred urn back and have some people take a look at it. Oh, that's an awesome idea. I think... No, you should stay here. I want you two to spend some quality time together, full of love and happiness. She's so caught up in her fantasy, she forgot there's a murder. Well, now remember, no fighting, okay? Jeez. She's gone. Okay, Nick. Time to get this on the road. Okay, oops. So, which one do we start with first? So the plan today is to go 2 and 2. So 2 investigation videos, 2 investigation videos, 2 trial videos, and hopefully get through this stuff. So let's see. Oh, Nicky boy! Maya! All I wanted to do was help my dear Ronnie! I guess we ended up hurting his case. Don't say that, Nick. She doesn't need your help beating herself up. Hey, Nicky boy, you gotta help him. He's not a killer, I swear. My Ronnie wouldn't hurt a fly. All right, I'll poke her in and see what I can find out. Really? You serious? Oh, I'm so happy. I knew asking for your help was the right thing to do. I don't know what I can do to help anymore. I had no idea she had such a vulnerable side. Listen, my Ronnie would never, ever kill anyone. It's just not in him. I don't think you would either, Nick. Yeah, but you have to admit he's got a bit of a temper. It's not that hard to imagine him just snapping and screaming, "Please die!" Never say anything like that. Anyway, Miss Delight, he may not be a killer, but he's still going around saying he's a thief. I already told you, that's just a fantasy. Miss Delight, I hate to say it, but you're the one living in a fantasy. What? How dare you say that to me, Nicky boy? I know everything about my Ronnie. We don't have any secrets. Ronnie isn't the thieving type. He's so honest he would never even sneak a nap. He's so honest he wouldn't even steal a glance. A thief? The very idea. I guess I just don't get it. Get what? I just can't understand how they could be so different and yet be such a happy couple. They sure are different. Come on, Nicky boy. It's not that mysterious, is it? It was love at first sight. For me, anyway. What? For you? So it was really love at first sight? Well, maybe not at first sight, but Ronnie saved my life. Wait, he saved you? I was at work one day when 2 robbers suddenly rushed in. Well, I'm not the kind to just curl up into a ball in a corner, so I fought back. Robbers? Yeah, they took me hostage. I was pretty frightened. They were both carrying these huge knives, and I broke down into tears. I would too if I was in that situation. Yeah. Oh, I get it. Did he come to save you? Yeah, exactly. I remember he looked so handsome in that guard uniform of his. He went right up to those two and screamed in their faces. Please stop it! He screamed. I could see the robbers' faces turning pale. That high-pitched shriek does have a surprising strong effect. Then, crying and swinging his arms like crazy, he attacked the two robbers. Did he do the windmill? All by himself. He came to save me, a total stranger. I was so scared. He was so scared he was crying and shaking, but he still risked his life to save me. Wow, that's a great story. Yeah, he may not look it, but in a tough situation, there's no one better. That's why I fell in love with him like I did. That's romantic. I'd fall in love too, I guess. Nick, I hope you do the same for me if I... With Maya, that possibility always seems to come. First game, she gets tried for murder. Second game, she gets tried for murder and taken hostage, and we haven't even gotten to this game yet. But suffice it to say, yeah, she's in trouble. I hate those kinds of people more than anything. You mean ace detectives? No, I'm fine with those. Oh, so you must mean thieves. Nah, they're alright too. I just hate thieves who pretend to be ace detectives. There's nothing I hate more than cowardly men. By the way, why did you go to Detective Atmy's office anyway? Well, as the trial went on, I got more and more serious. I wanted to see if I could try and find more about this real criminal. The real criminal? Yeah. Obviously, the real Mask to Mask isn't my Ronnie. So... Detective Atmy knew more about Mask to Mask than anyone else. They mentioned him on the Great People Around Town segment on TV. So you went there to ask him some questions? That's right. I'll do whatever it takes to save my man. His secretary said the ace detective isn't in right now, but I forced my way past her and into his hideout. That's called stealing? The bag was sitting right there on top of the table. Oh yeah, we saw that there too. There's nothing lower than someone who would try to pin a crime on someone else. Mr. Light, do you know anything about KB security? Don't be silly. That's where Ronnie works. So she thinks he still works there? Yet according to what we heard today... Come on. Don't tell me you don't know. Rhonda Light was once an employee. He was a professional security guard. Ron quit. Doesn't work there anymore. Looks like Mr. Light doesn't know. KB Security is only about 20 minutes away by motorcycle. He already told us it takes 30 minutes by car. Well, I have to admit I tend to fly pretty fast. To make it to KB Security that fast, are you sure you aren't literally flying? Why don't I give you a ride sometime, or better yet, how about now? No. I'll pass. Why don't you just tell us where it is and we'll go ourselves? What a security cat you are, Nick. Told us location, so let's go! Yay! That is a big safe. So I guess this is where it all went down, huh? The walls in here look so thick, just like you'd expect in a CEO's office. What does that got to do with anything? Hey! It's you guys, pal. It's Detective Gumshoe. There was a real trend wrecking you guys, huh? Sure was, pal. Prosecutor made real fools of us. Yeah, I feel for you. Ah, that's not like you at all. I thought you'd be more like, oh, that was great. You guys deserved it, pal. Something to that effect. Do I really sound like that to you, pal? If the gumshoe fits. Well, anyway. Point is, I can tell when somebody puts their hearts in their jobs. And I can sympathize when things don't go your way. Sometimes, I feel like the wrong way is the only way to go for us detectives. I had no idea Detective Gumshoe was such a nice guy. Now if this little love fest is over, we need to investigate. Detective Gumshoe, tell us what you know about the murder. Okay. Thing is, I'm not really supposed to. Come on, what's that? How about we put our hearts into our work? Things are really working against us right now. We need help. Okay. Just don't start crying on me. Okay, I won't cry on you, pal. His victim's name is Kane Bullard. He was a CEO of KB Security and a pretty big fella in his own right. His corpse was discovered at 9 a.m. His estimated time of death was 1 in the morning on the 12th. Cause of death was blunt force trauma to the head. Probably an object in the room. Happened at exactly the same time as the theft. Cerebral hemorrhaging, yep. So why did it take almost an entire day to discover the body? There's a good explanation for that one. Bullard's body was stashed away inside the safe. Well, it is pretty big. Nobody'd heard from him when they opened the safe this morning. Poof. So the body fell out. That white string must be for the shape of him when he fell out. I think we need more information about Mr. Billiard. Maybe you could start by getting his name right. So, what happened to Mask the Mask? He's at the detention center screaming like a madman. Investigate me again! Ah, damn it, I don't mean him, I mean the real thief. Oh, you mean that at-me guy? That was great. That guy got what he deserved. Now, that's a detective I know and love. Think about it. At-me was always going around with when a calling card showed up, but he always mysteriously disappeared when the heist took place. I was hiding at the crime scene. Yeah, right. That's the lamest thing I'd ever heard. That's how you just know he's the thief. I'm gonna explain how he was able to retrieve the stolen item. Yeah, and he did all that just to make him look like a great detective. That's all. Well, there is one thing I can't figure out about his first heist. Yeah, that Tear of Emanon thing. There was a witness on that one. A witness? Yeah, I saved a newspaper clipping. Since the thief's already under arrest, you guys can keep it. Hey, this guard here. Haven't I seen him somewhere before? It's pretty small, but now that she mentions it. Oof. That prosecutor, I really don't like that guy. We used our own evidence to do that to Mr. Delight. Yeah, I think he did that as a way because he knew it'd hurt more. Though, that's what my gut's telling me anyway. So who is this Java-addicted masked nut anyway? Prosecutor Godot is quite an enigma. Thing is, pal, I've never even heard of the guy before. Just showed up one day at the prosecutor's office. Came out of nowhere. Yeah, he said it was his first case. And it's true, according to the records anyway, but ain't no way he's an amateur. He's an Iceman at court and a maverick that gives me goosebumps. Goosebumps? You? Yeah, I knew something was off around him, so I asked around. Nobody would talk to me. They all just kind of turned the other way. Poor Detective Gumshoe, I had no idea you were so unpopular. No, that's not what I meant. He acts like he knows me and has a grudge. I get the feeling he's hiding some sort of dark secret. Tell us about this guy. It's Kane Bullard, not Shane Bluebeard, pal. Oh, yeah. The victim in this case doesn't leave much of an impression. Well, you were the victim up until Mr. Bullard was found dead. Yeah. His body wasn't discovered until this morning. Anyway, we don't have enough information. Can you help us out? Sorry, I'm a little confused. For some reason, I'm just blabbing like an idiot right now. Okay, Nick. Now's our chance to get some more info. Let's ask. Can you tell us more about the victim? He was the CEO of Securities, right? What kind of company is it anyway? Well, the company basically sent security teams out to buildings to guard them. Mr. Bullard must have had the chance to learn lots of dirty secrets. And? Man, I don't know how to put this, but this guy's a bit of a money grubber. Me too. I just love money. I need my own money to monkey. Please stop. Anyway, Looks like he did some pretty shifty stuff to earn his money. So that's my problem. I need to be shiftier. Let me go. Anyway, he's already involved in selling trade secrets with... Oh. That's pretty dirty and underhanded. Yeah. Oh, yeah, no. KB Security used to head security operations against the Mask. What? Yeah. And after screwing up so many times, the company's reputation really took a nosedive. So it really was Bullard who sent Ron the blackmail letter, huh? Examine the button. This must be the CEO's desk. Hey, that looks like a super soft chair. Oh, nice. Feels just like I feel like the CEO. Hey, you! Whip me up a cup of some expensive import tea. Ah, this is a life. The victim sat in that chair before he was killed, you know. Ah! Check out this big, thick binder. Leave the heavy lifting to me, Nick. Reading a file is not exactly back-breaking work. What did you find, Nick? This file. It's not about any security operations or anything. This file is all about mask to mask. It's filled with info. What kind of info? It's filled with incredibly detailed information about his methods and crime scenes. Look at that last page. It's a list. Let's see. Tier of Emanon, 100,000. It's a list of all the treasures he stole. I don't know. That number seems kind of low to me. I think I'd better secretly make a copy of this. Oh, there's a button here. Let's see. Ah! Cut it out! Don't press that! That was pretty funny. I've never seen Detective Gumshoe jump like that. What is that button anyway? It's an emergency buzzer. It says right there on the panel. Oops. You're right. It's written right there. How many times have I told you to read the instructions first? The alarm's connected to the basement's guard room. It's used to summon up security. Really? Then it's possible on the night of the crime. Oh, so when he was attacked, do you think that maybe he pressed the buzzer? Yeah, I thought about that. So I asked down there. They said the buzzer never went off that night. We couldn't find any fingerprints. Mr. Bullard wasn't wearing any gloves, by the way, just so you know. I think we better go talk to the guard about this. Alright. Wow, this is really something else. For a security guard office, it sure doesn't feel very secure. Wait, I just remembered Larry might be... Hey, Nick, what's up? Oh, so he is here. Yo, how's it hanging, dude? You got my sweet little Maya with you, too. Hi, Larry. Here I was working my fingers to the bone, and in walks an angel. I ain't got no problems in a daytime date, it's all good. That's not what we're here for. We're investigating the murder case. Huh? Oh, yeah, that's right. You're a lawyer, aren't you? He's so hopelessly clueless. Well, if it's about the murder case, boy, have I got some good info for you. Well, I don't mind sharing with my sweet little Maya, but Nick, here's a different story. But Larry, I thought you two were old school buddies. I was then, and this is now. So this is good info you're talking about. I am a guard. I'm a pro. I can't just give out that information for free. What's a bribe? I thought professionals were more honest. Can you talk to him, Maya? Larry, tell us already. What's this good info? Hey, I like that. This kitten's got some claws. This guy. Rhonda Light was an employee. Naturally, since I'm a pro, I looked into his background. Follow me? Yeah, I follow you. Go on. Well, 1 year ago, he was fired. There was no warning at all. It just kind of happened. I I know this is a small company, but I think that was pretty awful. I guess he must have done something and gotten himself fired. Like maybe skipping out on work and picking up some hot... No, that would be you. Yeah. So what's it like being a part-time security guard? Let me tell you, it's tough. Well, you know me. I get by alright, I guess. First, I have to keep my eyes on all these monitors. All the time! There are security cameras in each room around the building. It's really hard. Sometimes I feel my eyes are all gonna fall out. Oh. And if I see something suspicious, I have to contact one of the teams. Security teams for this company. They're supposed to be the best in the business, but I'm no amateur either, so if it's something small, I don't bother calling them. So in other words, you basically watch TV screens. You were in the office when the murder took place, weren't you? Oh, why do you say that? This is a part-time job. I can't operate the equipment, and I'm dumb. Even if you're part-time and you are dumb, you're still charged. Give me a break! Don't try to pin this whole thing on me. That's not fair, Nick. I don't think you can expect someone like him to take any responsibility. Anyway, point is you were here that night, right? Oh. Crap. I knew something smelled bad. It was but. Well, like I always say, that was then and this is now. Man. On the night of the crime, you were working hard like you were supposed to? Of course I was! Why wouldn't I have been? But didn't you sneak out of work yesterday just to go see Miss Delight? That was... this is... Is there any chance you snuck out of work last night, too? I didn't sneak out. I'll even bet you $1. $1? Wow. No, that's confidence. What's with that drenched in the rain puppy dog look in your face? Do you have any evidence I left my position, or you just yanking my chain? The evidence Larry's not manning the station. This wallet, you know about this, right? I had never seen it before. Larry, you hand-delivered this wallet to Miss Delight yesterday. Give me a break. You can't expect me to remember every little thing. Well, I do expect you to remember something that happened just yesterday. What time was it you found this wallet? I guess 1 o'clock in the morning on the first floor of our building. 1 o'clock in the morning? Yep. In other words, at the time of the murder, you were away from the security guard office. Ah, Nick! Meaty! But that is something you don't know about. You didn't think about. My shift that day didn't start till 10 p.m. Murder might have snuck in before then. What do you mean? The murder had snuck in before 10 p.m., then it wasn't my fault. It was the fault of the guys who shifted before my... Jeez, I have the feeling he still doesn't get the seriousness of this. Listen, Larry, we know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the killer snuck into the office. Larry, where do you use this key card? Does it leave a record? Yeah, it does. But I can't just show the record to just about anybody. And the keycard data was already made public in the trial. What? I didn't know that! Any kind of request for info is supposed to go through me! Boy, he sounds arrogant for a part-time guard. According to the data, the door to the CEO's office was opened. Furthermore, it was most definitely used at 1, the time of the murder. No way! So someone used this to get into the CEO's office. That happened at 1 a.m., right in the middle of your shift. You can't duck your responsibility this time. No! I knew it. It's all my fault. It's my fault that the boss was killed. It's mine! Larry, there was nothing I could do! I have important issues to deal with, man! What happened that night, anyway? My Donna happened. Your Donna? I get a bad feeling about this. My Donna called and said I have to talk to you right away. So I went to see her, and You're standing right there next to her. Who was? Her new boyfriend. It was some horrible joke. Before I knew what was going on, the guy socked me right in the kisser. Normally, I'm the one who does the punching. So this is why you left your office? I'm sorry. It's all my fault. How can I ever make up for it, Nick? What do I do? Ah! He's curled up on the floor. Nick, there's gotta be something I can do. Just name it. I'll do whatever it takes to make up for it, I swear. As long as he's offering, why don't you show him that evidence we got? Right. Maybe this will at least be some useful information. This buzzer in the CEO's office is directly connected to the room, right? That's right. Just like my heart's connected to yours. Go ahead, Maya. Press the buzzer in your heart. I promise I'll come running to your rescue just like the professional guard I am. Wow, that's pretty good. Thanks. I try. So, do you think you could tell us about the buzzer now? Yeah, please. Please tell us. Okay. Prepare to be wowed. I accidentally pressed the buzzer earlier. Yeah, I heard it, so that was you, huh? You're a security guard, aren't you? Why don't you come to the office? Well, this is the 3rd floor, and this is the... Well, that's the 3rd floor, and the 3rd floor of the basement, and the office is on the 1st. I thought it would be a good idea to, adopt a wait-and-see approach. Plus, there's a police detective here, right? I just didn't think it was necessary. It's as if he's trying to win an award for laziest person ever. Let's go back to be talking about the night of the murder, okay? Is it true that the buzzer didn't go off that night? There must be a record, right? You must have had a look at it. Of course I did. I couldn't have possibly made a mistake either. Do you think you could take just one more look for me, pretty please? Okay, I just can't say no to you. What do you think, Nick? He's probably right. I don't think even Larry could make a mistake. Wow! I made a mistake! But... it's impossible! Alright, what about the record? That night, it went off just once in the morning at 1. 1 a.m.? That's when the murder happened! You serious? Uh-oh. Well, Larry done fucked up, but that's per usual. Also, I think if you check something in the security office, you get a mention that Old Bag also worked here and trained him in. So, birds of a feather, I suppose. Anyway, I'm going to save, and I shall call on to this some other day. So I'll see you guys next time.